All right, so we are live and welcome everyone back to the African Healing Channel. My name is Dr. Sherry Mamjara Taal, and with me today we have the wonderful Miriam.
Thank you. How are you, doctor?
I'm okay. How are you? We're getting ready to celebrate something
Yeah.
huge this week.
Yeah,
And a lot of things we're going to celebrate this week. There's quite a few things.
exactly.
Yeah. So happy Monday, everyone. We wanted to just, stop in and give you some information about the schedule, give you some news about what's happening at the African Healing Channel with Dr. Sherry Mamjara Tao. And where do we begin? So
So we start with the good news?
start with the good news.
Okay, I will let you alone.
Tell us, we need good news on a Monday morning. Come on.
Yeah. So
What's
the good
your good?
news is the movie, right?
Oh, yeah, that's my good news. What's your
Yeah,
good?
my good news. I thought it was my good news too.
Okay,
So, okay, tell
that's
us about
our
it.
good news. Okay, so we have your good news, my good news, and our good news. Okay,
Yeah,
so you want to start with our good news?
okay,
Okay,
we're good. Let's start with your good news.
my good news. Thanks a lot, Maria. We are yes, we are striving, thriving, and surviving. So that's good news. And I hope you are too, viewers. We are excited because we have so many different projects, lined up, and we are getting, a lot of support from our viewers. Thank you for watching all of the wonderful videos and that Miriam has put out, that director Jay Leo has, worked on in the past. And we are now bringing everybody back together because we want to make part 2 of the African Bodyguard movie. We want to have a sequel that's even better than the first one. And we want to remake the first one in French. We want to be able to do that in Senegal this year. And, we want to bring together all of the martial arts actors and people in all 54 different countries. I didn't tell you this before, but this has always been my, thoughts.
Exclusive for
Yes, this
information.
is
Yeah,
breaking news.
yeah.
Yes, I'm going to have a bodyguard represent all 54 countries on the African continent. And, of course, they should know martial arts because that's what we're showcasing. That's what we're trying to highlight, because when people think of Africa, they don't think about martial arts, kung fu and, they do have one. It's more like a dance, and we want to feature that one. When the Africans went to Brazil, yeah, they created that. We'll ask Jay Leo more about that. He has agreed to join us on Friday, so that's good news. Do you want me to keep the good news coming, Mary? Okay. All right. All right. More good news. Okay. So we are hoping to have a cartoon or AI type of sequel that we'll do a web series. I
Yes.
know, Miriam, you're thinking this is going to be too much work for me, but we're trying to outsource this to some of the, producers and filmmakers in Nigeria. So hopefully they can, give us a discount and we can do business. Oh, yeah. So that's in the works for hopefully next month. So we want to keep this momentum going because we see a lot of momentum right now on the continent. We're not going to war. We're going to dialogue. We're going to tell people what we want, right? This is what we're seeing with
Yeah,
our,
yeah, yeah.
with our French-speaking countries. Hello, French-speaking countries. Keep going.
Bonjour.
We are behind you. You're making good decisions. And this is going to cause things to change, and it should have changed a long time ago, like
Yeah,
50 years ago.
exactly.
But anyway, I do
Yeah.
digress. So,
So, as you said, we're working on a lot of projects. Thank you for all these good news. Actually, it's all thanks also to your content and the content that you're trying to provide kids and teenagers. It's for all ages, honestly. It could fit kids, teenagers, grown-ups, people who want to open a business, who just want to get entertained. It's really covering most of all the ages. It's really, thank you so much, doctor, because you're really giving very information that will is to help the society, the African society, evolve.
yeah, we need to change our mindset. So where do we begin, right? We have to tell our own story. We have to support each other. We have to be able to trust each other. We have to be able to work together. We have to unite. I mean, there's like 100 things we have to do, or never ending things we need to do. We need to, a lot of times what we find, we could go on and on, but a lot of times, our brothers in Africa, sisters in Africa, what happens is they have to, live with this classism system and all these different systems. It's like every nation, every country on the continent have all these different systems, and it doesn't benefit the people, or sometimes benefit people outside of that country or that nation on the continent. So we have to find a way to have like one system that works for everyone. And
the good thing with the content you're providing is that you want to change the mindset, but you started with kids. You started with kids. You're also talking to teenagers. You're talking to grown-ups. Parents, how to teach their children how to open a business, how to become a better man, how to become a better woman, and this is what we need right now.
And we need to make our people visible, make our and people take credit for a lot of what we do. We need to show people what we're doing and take the credit instead of what's been happening.
And this is the main goal of taalcare.com and taalglobal.com. Taalcare.com is to help people mentally, to help people take care of their mental health for free. Basically, it's $5 a month and $50 a year. People go take a look, subscribe. You'll be having free. Basically, it's free therapy, to be honest. Like, you can contact, you can send an email. You'll be into the therapy group. You'll be getting newsletters. You can have a lot of information through the blogs. Will be there for you. Dr. Taal will be there for you. We're putting a system in a place in which you can contact different experts approved by Dr. Taal. And taalmedia.com is to promote the African folklore, the African culture, the African music, movies, series, our culture, our art. Yes. Like African art, we try to promote it. We try to make it more visible and support small businesses. And businesses like who are based on art and everything, and news and music. It's very it's coming soon. And basically Dr. Taal, she's doing all of this to help, just to help. Seriously. It's like
I don't want to say, well, some people are just wired that way, they just end up saving the world. That was not my goal. People just told me they had a need, and I just ended up on this path. And I'm thinking I'm walking in my calling, and I've been up, I've been down, and I just want to share my knowledge so that it can improve someone else's life, and share my resources so that somebody could make it through another day or another week. All right. And like we said, things are just like out of rhythm, out of position, and we need to get it, why wouldn't we want to get it into that, into the right direction, things going for us into the right direction, instead of allowing other people outside of our community, the African community, to decide, you know, what happens with our future, what happens with our tomorrow. We have to take action, right? And make it happen.
No,
Yeah.
that's true. But sometimes the problem is within the society. Like economically, we're evolving, we're trying to evolve, but sometimes the society itself, like the people, sometimes we're facing its habits. I think it's because of the habits. I mean, but sometimes I feel that we're facing some problems. What do you think about that?
Well, you have identified one of those problems recently, and it was, let's talk about it. Lack of commitment. That's a problem between our people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a big problem of lack of commitments. And we can see this basically everywhere and every day. Like I've been working in a foundation. It's African Caribbean Foundation. It's like what we were doing. It's so beautiful, so beautiful. But the problem is that people tell you that they will show up in a meeting, they will do a certain work, they will do a certain thing, but then like no one shows up, and sometimes we lost like 1 hour waiting for someone to have a call, and they said they will be calling. Like, just say no, or don't do it, or I can't do it, but don't promise someone without fulfilling your promise. Because to be honest with you, a lot of businesses, that's why we're not like the businesses, like sometimes they fail, they close, sometimes we can't get more clients, sometimes we can't even expand outside of the country, because we have a huge problem, which is the lack of commitment.
Yeah.
And this is yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I could give you some horror stories. Not only do people waste your time, but they sometimes waste your money. And this happens a lot. Okay. You know, I was hoping to, you know, be able to fund some of the projects this year, help more people this year, because we talked with Taal yesterday about not getting on that boat to Europe. So, you know, anything we could do, right, to bring change. And I tried to like invest in a seaweed project in Tanzania last year, and it's like 9 months later, and, you know, so many things have not been, how would you say, have not been realized. We haven't seen certain things that we were told would happen. It hasn't happened. And, you know, I'm talking about thousands of dollars here that we invest. And instead, you know, the person that got us to invest, they went in another direction. You know, we didn't get our money back, but they went in another direction, I guess, with our money, because, you know, and whatever they're doing, we're not like, we didn't sign off on it. We didn't, you know, we're not included in it, but you're doing it with our money. And now, you know, it's like everything you're doing is not going through. And when we say, let's try to help, they don't want to hear it. Still, you know, people are just like set in their ways, stubborn. They don't want to admit to the fact that maybe it's not working out. You're not successful with this. Okay. You have failed. So let other people help you. So yeah.
And the problem right now is that you don't know who to trust. Like, if I want to do, or if, let's say, I want to invest in Africa, who can I trust? How can I say he's not gonna steal from me, or he's not gonna scam me, or you can't know. So you'll be like, okay, it's better not to do it.
Right. So you can
No,
waste
so
time.
basically, we're making investors run away.
Yes, this is a problem. So, you know, we'll talk more about that, but in cases like that, you know, if it's like the first time they're going to be doing some type of project, you know, don't get involved. Okay. Wait till the next one. And they're going to tell you, oh, it's going to be more if you wait, you know, for the next one. Fine, I'll get a partner to go with me on it, you know, but let me see if this is really going to work. make sure maybe they're working with other organizations, okay, like a NGO, or, so they can get help if they run aground and get stuck in the mud. There's a whole nother video we'll do on how to avoid, bad investments in Africa, right?
Yeah.
Because we've learned some things.
Good to do it, exactly.
Yeah, so there's another one, right? People telling us they can do things and they really can't, like what happened to your dad. Tell everyone.
Yeah, like last week, my dad was trying to change, I think, the floor or something. He's doing some construction at home. So basically, we brought someone, and he's supposed to do the work. My dad can't stay there because he has work to do. So he trusted him, and he was like, "Okay, finish this work the way you're doing it. I'll be back." When he came back, he found a catastrophe. He spent a lot of money on it. He had to spend twice the money because that person scammed him. Because why? Because maybe to steal some more materials, and this is honestly, this is a big problem. I mean, we can't trust anyone, basically.
But we have to find a way.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anyone. Come on.
Yeah, not anyone, but honestly, like
We've had a very good partnership.
Who can I bring? Who can I bring? And he hired, I think, 2 or 3 people, and he kept firing them.
Yeah.
We need quality. We need quality in our work in order to get more clients, in order to be honest. It's like the more you give, the more you get. It's life. I mean,
right. But what you put in, what you're going to get out. Yeah.
Exactly. If you give good quality, you will get more clients.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But if we keep giving this low quality, it's like, I'm so sorry, but it's normal that we're not. And right now, and you said earlier that we talked before starting the channel, the life you talked about that Africa right now is facing a big, let's say, revolution somehow, economical revolution. But if we would be keeping the quality low, I think we will not be at the same level with this revolution. We might skip an opportunity,
And the thing about it is our people, they started with quality. They are the fathers of quality. Okay. Look at how whatever we produce or create, people steal it, run off with it. They're trying to sell it on the black market, the dark web, for millions of dollars. Okay, so it's not like we can't do it, right? We just have to make it a policy, make it a must. Okay, no matter what, stay committed, provide quality work, right? Say what you do what you say. Just don't. Yeah,
it's life principles. Like, you should be having these principles as a day-to-day basis. This is something that we live with. It's not something only you do for business. This is a lifestyle. You should be transparent, honest. You should when you say something, you should do it. You should keep your promises to people, not only to your clients. If you want to succeed in life in general, if you want to get money, start your business, succeed your life, or even if you're an employee, you want to succeed in your life, you have to have these with your family, with your wife and children, with your parents, with your friends, and at work.
Yeah. So a big problem is, at the moment, we have too many of our people who are, at a low income, desperate, trying to make it to tomorrow. So we're going to get a lot of scammers. We're going to get a lot of, people who, in America, we say they're just trying to get over, and we understand,
Yeah, I mean, I understand, but sometimes I say, like, this person is putting a lot of energy in scamming people. If he do it for real, let's say that person who came to just change the floor of a room, if he did it for real, my dad, he has a friend, we have a family, like someone else is having construction, he would be like, okay, this guy is an honest guy, like, you can work with him.
Right.
But if we put all of the energy that we put in scamming and like doing a very good job, so we can get another people, like different clients, honestly, he would be rich by now.
Exactly, because you refer people. There's nothing like word of mouth. You bring other people to, join you. And yeah, that's
Yeah.
the strength in numbers. So you're one person trying to make it, but imagine if you were to, get other people to join you. Oh man, we yeah, we have
Yeah.
a ways to go, but that's the good news. We're still here. We're still going forward, right? We're not going to go backwards. And we are so happy to see the developments in certain countries right now on the continent.
I'm
We
so happy.
are, yeah, we're so
And
delighted.
the
So,
thing is, like, just we want to say that we do not generalize. It's not all people are scammers. There are people who
oh
are
no,
doing
no,
their best because, but there is this minority of people, and the problem is that they are making a bad image of like everyone.
yeah. Oh, it's from the West Africa to East Africa, North Africa to South
Everywhere, like it's a minority. They're not that, maybe it's not even, let's say, 10% of the whole population, but the problem is that they give a bad image to all of us. So basically right now we're considered as scammers, for example.
and we're all like put into this.
Yeah, yeah. And sometimes people don't want to work with us because they were like, oh no, you're scammers, you're gonna scam me. See.
Yeah, but we just have to, find alternatives so that people can get food and, they don't have to turn to crime or scam people so that they can survive. So that's pretty much a lot of what some people are going through on the continent.
Like, because this is also related to the commitment problem, because when I'm like working in that organization, the problem is the same. We're trying to improve things in Africa and with projects, but the problem is even people who are in charge of improving or working on these kind of projects have a commitment problem. So we should, yeah, like, so who's gonna do it? How are we going to do it? And the problem is that we should start with the roots.
Yeah.
We should like, to heal Africa, I think we should work on these values. If we don't put these values into our children, into these generations, I mean, who's gonna do it? And this way we can't be, who's gonna work on these projects if no one is committed enough to do it?
Right. So we need people who have their sanity. Some people are not in their right mind. We know that. Some people, they're coming from a place, I'm not making excuses for our people, but, there's just different behaviors, personalities. So, yeah, we just have to know our place and what we need to pass on to those who don't get it. It didn't click yet. They're struggling. They're stagnant. They're not making progress. We need to know what to bring, into their lives, because when we like study organizations and, businesses, we find like, I would be considered, if you take different assessment tests and all that, you'd find that I'm a guardian. Okay. I would be considered a guardian. Whatever my company is paying me to do, I'm going to make sure my staff does it, because this is what, they're giving us money to do. But there's people who come to work, they get paid to work and they don't do their work. Okay. So it's like in the community.
We have a lot of them in Tunisia, to be honest, especially in the governmental organizations. Like, they come in the morning, they make a coffee, they have a meeting, they talk, and then they will tell you to come tomorrow because you don't have enough papers, and you never have all the papers they ask for, and they keep trying to get you like to bring a different paper because they don't want to do the job, and then they keep telling you come tomorrow, and the job is never done, never,
because they don't want to work.
they
So
don't want to.
some people come to work to get paid to not work,
Yes.
So, but I can't sleep at night doing that. I need to make sure whatever you're paying me for, I'm going to, do a good job, and I'm going to have a good reputation. This is my mentality.
Yeah.
I made a commitment to, we talked yesterday to Taal to help his people in Senegal, help his community, because they don't want to, keep moving to find water for their animals to be able to grow, food so they can survive, right? Because sometimes, you might be in an African country, and there's farmers moving their cattle and everything, 1,000 cattle, you wake up and you see 1,000 cattle in your front yard, and they're eating everything in sight. It's like, nobody wants that. So they've decided over there, they want to stay in one place and get help, but the government wouldn't help them. So, and when I heard what France was doing to them, as part of the reason why, they couldn't get their whatever they were producing to market, this is when I jumped into action, my little action. But now everyone's seeing the big picture of how France has wrecked the African continent in more ways than one. And, we are now awake, we are woke, and we're not gonna, allow it anymore. So
Yeah.
one day at a time, that's where we are right now.
Yeah. So true. So true. I mean,
Disconnect from
I
that
hope.
system. Yeah.
Sorry?
We're trying to disconnect from that system one day at a time.
Yeah. And I think for that, we need also to change some policies, because our policies are so old. It's like and they were made when we were colonized by other countries. So it's basically, it serves their interest.
Exactly.
This need to change, and we need to start working on the commitment issue that we have. I mean, as I say, it's not all of us, it's not everyone, but there is a minority that they have this issue, and they're like affecting and impacting basically everyone. So we really need to,
I know. It's like,
and
this has a large group of people or a lot of people doing something doesn't make what they're doing right, Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's
we need to get out also of the bureaucracy, because also, for example, people don't want to do their job, and they make all the procedures to do anything so hard, So even the one who's doing the job, you'll be like, why we have to give them all of this paper,
I
So,
know. It's
yeah.
a lot of things are just unnecessary. We need new systems. China has done it, and it took them 50 years or more. So it's not something that's overnight, but we have to be able to sit down and figure out where we want to be in the next 50 to 100 years. And
Yeah, at least we know, and we pointed the issue, and if everyone do a very small step, like even when I was working in the organization, I always tell them a small step. If everyone does 10 minutes action a week, just 10-minute action to write an informative newsletter and send it to people within the organization, to I don't know, to make a call, to do this, to write that. It's a very 10-minute action a week, and this would be an 10-minute investment on the long term, because if every one of us did that small action, things will change eventually over time,
Well, see, people need to hear that, Miriam. So yeah, we need to plan a special day for us to go over, right, these issues, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so that's my news. I don't know how good it was, but anyway, it started out good. What's your good news?
Yeah. Actually, I also wanted to talk about the projects that we're working on, that we're really reaching a lot of people lately, and a lot of people are starting following the channel and watching and interacting, and so like this is a huge good news for Nextna, and for you as well, I think.
So check out Miriam's company, nextna.com, NEXT naa.com. If you need help with your social media websites, if you just want to email her and let her know how wonderful a job she's doing, because she really is. I'm really
Yeah, I prefer you go through Dr. Taal, so you can so you can send a message also to Dr. Taal and go visit. Yeah, honestly, like we've been doing a very great job on social media. The website Taal Care is ready. You can go check it, and we talked about this at the start of the video. Yeah, it's out there the taalcare.com. Go there and get your mental health, for free. It's basically for free. You have a free plan, like you can check the blogs and everything. I always keep repeating that because this is so important and it will help a lot of people. So yeah, basically I'm so happy about what we've been doing. Auntie Sherry and Savannah have been working on that. We've been getting a lot of reach on that particular this is so beautiful. We're having the lives that we're trying to put a lot of startups into the light. Dr. Taal is trying to work with a lot
other
of
people have
startups.
businesses. We want to be able to include what they're doing. If they're making music, movies, or marketing things, we want to be able to have that on our website and partner with.
Yeah, and send messages. If you're having a business, you're gonna start a business, you want to start a business, put a comment and we will contact you. Maybe we can help you get more visibility with Dr. Taal. So basically, we've been working on relationships as well. Yeah, we've been working on relationships. We've been trying to heal, like Dr. Taal was trying to help people get the healthy relationships, like couples married for 10 years, 20 years, divorcee, every person who have a relationship issue. You can follow us on Saturday, right?
Yeah.
On Saturday, every Saturday is relationships, to get more tips. And maybe you can like, because it's a live, so maybe you can add a comment and maybe we can interact with each other through the comment. If you have a story you want to share it, also send it, put it on the comment, or send it if it's anonymous, you don't want your name to be and maybe we can tell it, and Dr. Taal, with her expertise, she will give you an advice and comment about that. We've been talking about the business, AI. It's been a huge month, to be honest.
Sometimes we have to change course. So if you heard us say something is coming and it didn't, that's because we have to change course and work around each other's schedule and work with what is, being people are looking for. Okay. We want to put things out that people can benefit from the information, or get help from. So
it's also special week this week, right?
Yeah.
It's a very special week. Yeah, go on.
Mary's getting married. That's her other good news.
So this was my good news. I forgot about that.
Mariam forgot to get married. Yes, celebrating. Mariam's getting married.
Yeah, true.
Congratulations. Yes.
Yeah.
Blushing pride. And she looks happy, right?
Like the special week, I was thinking about the movie. I was like, this is the movie special week.
Yeah, look, everything just like coincides. Yeah.
Yeah.
What a coincidence. Yeah, we're celebrating African Bodyguard Week. We're celebrating Miriam's new marriage coming up. Wow.
Coming up soon.
Celebrating the French getting kicked out of Africa. Woo! We're celebrating, different communities on the African continent, waking up, getting awareness, getting help. Oh, this is, I hope this celebration never ends.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so too. So, Doctor, regarding the movie, do you want to give people a hint about the movie? What is it about? And
the African Bodyguard movie?
Yeah.
It's available on YouTube on this channel. I did upload it for everyone. That movie, I think I was explaining to the viewers yesterday. Talibou Yasso, he's from Senegal. He contacted my NGO back in, I think it was the beginning of 2019. And he was letting me know that he worked as a bodyguard in a neighboring country. and he came back. He lost his fiance. He came back to his farm in Senegal, and he was trying to create an initiative for the Senegalese government to, to look at and help with, but they decided they would ignore him instead. And he was just going out there trying to find someone to help. But, we had limited resources. So, I just did enough for his little town to keep them going and then I said, why don't we make a movie so we can have like good money for this? And as soon as we decided to do that, COVID or the pandemic hit the month after the movie was done. So we didn't get to release it in theaters. And then, there was some changes I wanted to make with the movie, and hopefully I'll still have that opportunity, because Juliet Ibrahim, she was one of the actresses and she should have been in the leading role, but they told me at the end that they couldn't pay her. But if they had told me at the beginning, I would have found a way to pay Juliet Ibrahim to be in that, in the lead role. But it is what it is. We got somewhere, so now we need to go all the way. We're not gonna say, it wasn't what we wanted. It wasn't there. Complain. We just have to find a way to put a positive spin on this, So, yeah, we're working on the sequel. We're working on a web series for it. We're working on remaking it. And we're working on getting the martial arts community the recognition they deserve that's in Africa. So if you know anyone that knows martial arts, no matter what nation you're in on the continent, please send us an email, momjara.taal@gmail.com.
Also put a comment.
Or put your comment below. Yes, a bodyguard to represent every country on the African continent. If they know martial arts, let us know. We'll get in touch with them. We want them to be in the movie, the story. So yeah, it's going to be a contest as well. Enter the dojo. We're planning that as well. So you just don't get to be in the movie. You're going to have to pass a test and we're going to have a contest hopefully by the end of this year.
So it's going to be a competition?
Yes, there's going to be a competition.
Oh,
There's a reality show with these guys competing to be in the next movie. So once they understand what we're doing, we need your martial arts skill. We need to display it, right, in our reality show. From there, if you win that contest, you get to be in the movie, the next African Bodyguard movie. And yeah, but we still need one African bodyguard, one bodyguard from every country on the African continent. So is it you? Is it you? We need you. And I hope you're cute. I know you will. We don't want you. Oh,
yeah, definitely getting married, okay? So because you hope he's cute, so
cute and married. Okay, we'll take it. So yeah, it's Holly. He's available, ladies. So if you want a cute African bodyguard from Senegal, we're putting that out there.
From every country in Africa. So basically you can choose, guys.
Now we're gonna be like matchmaking.
Yeah.
Bodyguard matchmaking. Yeah, see, we have a lot of bodybuilders on the continent, but the martial arts guys, they're too slow, they're not quick on their feet, so we want these guys who are quick and cute. Okay. So if you know someone, or if you are someone who's quick and cute, no martial arts, want to be in the movie, want to be on a reality show, leave your comment below. Email me at momjaratal@gmail.com. Yes.
Yeah. And we'll get back to you with all the details.
Yes. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the African Healing channel. Follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. And join us again tomorrow, because Tally will be back with us live. He's going to be on video this time. We couldn't get him on video yesterday. So he's going to be with us, tell us more about his story, about his people, and, more about people getting into the boat to Europe and what that's like. And yeah, there's like, they said 800 people from the time 2023 started to now, it's from January to now.
Here in my country, and there is some place how many people they get from the water? 900 people. They buried 900 people.
This year alone?
No, it's not this year. It's a couple of weeks ago.
Wow, yeah. And
yeah, 900 people. They get
Nice.
them out of the water dead because they were trying to immigrate like illegally, and they buried them.
So that's 900 we didn't hear about, but they were saying there's 800 missing from January to now, plus this 900. That's, yeah.
And plus, there is a place in Tunisia, we can't, like, at a certain time, not everyone can get to that place, because it's the nearest point to Italy. So basically, if you're young and you're not with your parents and you don't live there, they don't let you go there, because they know for sure you're gonna immigrate illegally through the water, like to Italy from here. So this is a huge problem, and I'm so happy that the movie covered this kind of like put the point
Right.
on these kind of issues. Yeah.
Well, African Bodyguard isn't the movie that covered it, but director Jay Leo, he has a movie, Trip to Libya. That's the one you're probably talking
Yeah, the trip to Libya. Yeah. I mixed
We're
the
trying to get him to join us on Friday, talk about Trip to Libya, talk about African Bodyguard and future projects. And hopefully Wednesday we'll have one of the actors, the reigning champion, martial arts champion in Nigeria. He was in the leading role. He played Tali's part. So hopefully we can get him Wednesday to join us. And then, of course, Thursday is Mental Health Thursday, so we have to take a break for that. But we'll still have some shorts and highlights about African Bodyguard Week for you. And let's get this dialogue started, people. We need our cute, quick bodyguards to contact us that know martial arts.
leave your comments below so we can contact you. Like, maybe put your email, or when you leave your comment, put an email or something, so we can find a way to contact you, or send an email to drmamjara@gmail.com.
Yes.
And you will get all the information.
I think they should be single or married, because if they're single, then we can start a matchmaking service.
Yeah, why not? Like, who's the lady to guard? The lady should choose a bodyguard, so she can
There
choose
you
from
go.
country.
Don't stop giving out our secrets. This is going to be good. This is going to be so good. I'm just joking. Anyway, yeah. If we're giving you some ideas, we welcome it. We want you to do good. If you can be successful, why not? Why are we, holding on to everything like France? Everything, just give me everything. No, we want to share our ideas, our resources.
Yeah, this is what I was trying to say. So you should give in order to receive. Like, this is one of the way you'll be given an idea,
I hope we gave somebody an idea today, Miriam.
Yeah. Someone maybe who watch the video and they will get inspired, and maybe change someone's life if they contact you or put their email or something. We'll contact them, and maybe it will change their life. Maybe they will be participating in the reality show. Maybe they'll be chosen like to play the role. It's like sometimes it's a very small action. It will make changes of a lot of lives.
Exactly. And if you have music or movies that you want to distribute, we could, plan to do like a on-demand type of thing on our website. So check us out at taalglobal.com. The website should be up and running this week. In the meantime, you can email me at momjaratal@gmail.com if you're interested. And I would love to hear from you. So don't just sit there and watch us and think and think and think.
Even if they want promotion, like, they can send an email or put a comment that they're starting a business and they want to get promoted. And because we have good reach, so we can help,
We're getting started as well, but we're on a good track. So and we're on the right track. So that's what matters, folks. And we are not going to ever give up. We are not going to ever surrender. So you can count on Mariam at Nextna, nextnaa.com, and her team. And yes, Dr. Sherry Manjaro Taal. Yes, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for spending some time with us. And we want you to have a wonderful week ahead.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Have a very nice day.
Thank you, Mariam. We'll talk again.